Remember when you had to rewind your movies? When getting directions meant unfolding a giant paper map? Today, we're diving into the graveyard of forgotten technology, devices that once seemed revolutionary but have now vanished into obscurity. Some changed the world before disappearing. Others, well, they never really stood a chance. Let's start with a format that was actually ahead of its time, the LaserDisc. Launched in 1978, this was the first consumer optical disc format. Yes, before CDs, DVDs, or Blu-rays. These massive 12-inch discs offered superior video quality compared to VHS tapes, and they never degraded no matter how many times you played them. So why did LaserDisc fail? Simple. They were expensive, bulky, and most importantly, they couldn't record. VHS tapes might have been lower quality, but you could tape your favorite shows. LaserDisc was the technically superior format that lost to consumer convenience. By 2001, it was officially discontinued, a cautionary tale of how the best technology doesn't always win. Next up, Sony's MiniDisc, launched in 1992. This tiny optical disc format was Sony's answer to the compact cassette. It offered CD-quality audio, was re-recordable, and fit in your pocket. Music enthusiasts and radio producers absolutely loved them. In Japan, they were massively popular throughout the 90s and 2000s. But MiniDisc faced an uphill battle everywhere else. It arrived just as CD burners became affordable and then got obliterated by the MP3 revolution. The iPod launched in 2001, and suddenly carrying a device that required physical discs seemed ancient. Sony officially discontinued the format in 2013, but by then, everyone had already moved on to streaming. Before smartphones ruled our lives, there were PDAs, personal digital assistants. The Palm Pilot, launched in 1996, was a revelation. It fit in your pocket, synced with your computer, and let you manage contacts, calendars, and notes with a stylus. For business professionals in the late 90s and early 2000s, this was the ultimate status symbol. At its peak, Palm controlled 70% of the PDA market. Then came January 9, 2007. Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone, and the PDA market immediately began its death march. Why carry a separate device for productivity when your phone could do everything? Palm tried to compete with the Palm Pre in 2009, but it was too little, too late. The age of the single-purpose device was over. Now let's talk about one of the most brutal format wars in tech history: HD DVD versus Blu-ray. In 2006, both formats launched as the successor to standard DVDs, each promising high-definition glory. Toshiba backed HD DVD, Sony backed Blu-ray. And consumers? We were caught in the middle, terrified of choosing the wrong format. The war was decided by one crucial factor: PlayStation 3. Sony's gaming console included a Blu-ray player, instantly putting millions of Blu-ray devices in homes. When Warner Bros. Announced in January 2008 they'd exclusively support Blu-ray, it was game over. Toshiba officially killed HD DVD in February 2008. If you bought an HD DVD player, it became an expensive paperweight. Let's jump to something more recent: Google Glass. Announced in 2012, these augmented reality glasses were supposed to be the future. Imagine getting directions, taking photos, and checking messages, all hands-free with a tiny display in your field of vision. Tech enthusiasts went crazy. Early adopters paid $1,500 for the privilege of beta testing them. But Google Glass crashed hard, and for reasons Google didn't anticipate. People hated being recorded without knowing it. Users were called glassholes. Bars and restaurants banned them. The privacy concerns were overwhelming. Google discontinued the consumer version in 2015, though they quietly pivoted to enterprise use. Glass became a cautionary tale about launching technology before society is ready for it. Finally, let's talk about 3D television. After Avatar's massive success in 2009, TV manufacturers decided we all needed 3D in our living rooms. By 2010, every major brand was pushing 3D TVs. They promised an immersive cinema experience. The problem? Nobody wanted to wear glasses in their own home. The 3D effect was underwhelming. Content was limited, and the technology added hundreds of dollars to the price tag. Technology moves fast, and today's revolutionary gadget can become tomorrow's museum piece. The lesson? Being first, being innovative, or even being technically superior doesn't guarantee success. Sometimes the market just isn't ready. Sometimes a competitor plays their cards better. And sometimes, people just don't want what you're selling. What forgotten tech do you remember? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button and subscribe for more tech deep dives. Thanks for watching.